Have you ever sat down to focus on something important? And within minutes, you're checking your phone, opening another tab, or scrolling without even realizing it? Most people think this means they're lazy, undisciplined, weak. But the truth is, your brain isn't broken. In fact, your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. The real problem is that the modern world has learned how to hijack your attention. Apps, notifications, endless feeds, short videos, these things are engineered to keep your brain chasing tiny bursts of stimulation. So, if you find yourself constantly distracted, it doesn't mean you lack intelligence or discipline. It means your brain is responding to one of the most powerful psychological forces in human behavior. And once you understand why this happens, you'll stop blaming yourself and start taking your attention back. Here are several psychological reasons your brain is addicted to distraction and how understanding them can actually help you regain control. The first reason is that your brain is wired to chase dopamine. Dopamine is often called the feel good chemical, but that's not entirely accurate. Psychologists explain that dopamine is actually a motivation chemical. It pushes you to seek rewards. Thousands of years ago, this helped humans survive. When our ancestors searched for food, explored new areas, or solved problems, dopamine kept them curious and motivated. But today, the rewards are everywhere: a notification, a message, a new video, another post, another scroll. Each one gives your brain a tiny dopamine hit. Research indicates that unpredictable rewards, like social media feeds, are especially addictive because your brain never knows what it might find next. It's the same psychological mechanism used in casinos. So, when you keep checking your phone or jumping between tasks, it's not just lack of focus. It's your brain following a powerful reward system. The good news is that the same dopamine system that pulls you toward distractions can also push you toward meaningful goals. Once you start attaching small rewards to productive actions, like finishing a task or learning something new, you can retrain your brain to seek deeper satisfaction instead of quick stimulation. The second reason is that your brain is trying to avoid discomfort. Most people think procrastination happens because we don't care enough. But psychology shows something different. Procrastination is often emotional avoidance. When a task feels overwhelming, boring, or uncertain, your brain looks for an escape. And the easiest escape is distraction. Opening your phone, watching a video, checking messages. For a moment, the discomfort disappears. Everyone does this, even highly successful people. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you, it's trying to protect you from stress. The key is realizing that discomfort is not a signal to stop. It's simply the brain reacting to something unfamiliar or challenging. And when you learn to sit with that discomfort for a few minutes, something interesting happens. Your brain adapts. The task becomes easier. The resistance fades, and what once felt impossible starts to feel manageable. The third reason your brain loves distraction is because your attention has been trained, not lost. Many people believe their attention span is permanently shrinking, but research suggests attention is actually a skill that adapts to how we use it. Think about it. If you spend hours consuming short bursts of content, 15 seconds here, 30 seconds there, your brain becomes extremely good at rapid switching. It's not that you can't focus, it's that your brain has practiced distraction. The encouraging part is that the opposite is also true. If you start practicing longer periods of focus, even just 10 or 20 minutes at a time, your brain begins rebuilding that ability, just like a muscle that gets stronger with training. Focus isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you rebuild through small, repeated actions. The fourth reason distraction feels so powerful is because the modern world overwhelms your brain with information. Psychologists call this cognitive overload. Your brain evolved in environments with limited information: a conversation, a task, a problem to solve. But today you might process hundreds of pieces of information before lunch: messages, videos, emails, headlines, notifications. When the brain becomes overloaded, it struggles to prioritize. So instead of choosing one thing to focus on, it jumps from one stimulus to another. It's not because you're incapable of focus, it's because your brain is trying to process too much at once. This is why some of the most productive people intentionally create quiet environments. They reduce notifications, they simplify their workspace, they limit the number of things competing for their attention. And when the noise disappears, something surprising happens. Focus returns naturally. The fifth reason distraction takes over your life is because attention is one of the most valuable resources in the modern economy. Companies compete for it, platforms design algorithms around it. Entire industries depend on keeping you engaged for as long as possible. Psychology and behavioral science are used to design features that keep you scrolling. Infinite feeds, autoplay videos, endless recommendations, these systems are not random. They are carefully built to capture your attention again and again. So, if you ever feel like your focus is constantly being pulled away, remember that this environment was designed to do exactly that. But here's the empowering part. Your attention is still yours. Every time you choose to focus on something meaningful, learning a skill, working toward a goal, spending time with people who matter, you're reclaiming control of the most valuable resource you have. Your attention shapes your life. What you focus on grows. What you give your time to becomes your future. And if your brain has become used to distraction, that doesn't mean you've lost your ability to focus. It simply means your brain adapted to the environment around you. And just like it adapted to distraction, it can adapt to clarity. It can adapt to discipline. It can adapt to purpose. So, if you have been blaming yourself for struggling with focus, take a moment to recognize something important. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're human. Your brain is responding exactly the way human brains do. But once you understand these patterns, you gain something powerful: awareness. And awareness is where change begins. Because every moment of focus, every intentional decision about where you place your attention slowly rewires your brain in a new direction, toward clarity, toward growth, toward the life you actually want to build. If this video helped you understand your mind a little better, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Here we explore the hidden psychology behind personality, behavior, and the patterns that shape your life. And sometimes, the smallest insights about your mind can change the way you see yourself forever.